In Australia, because of the way we've actually held off the virus, we've actually been able to look at the real world evidence of the use of the vaccines across the globe. And I'm pleased to say that the College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists came out a few weeks ago with a very solid and guiding statement about the use of the vaccines around pregnancy and breastfeeding. And they were quite clear, and the evidence that now is available globally in large numbers of women who've been either inadvertently or have been vaccinated during pregnancy or pre-pregnancy, there is no evidence that the Pfizer vaccine, which is recommended for women thinking of pregnancy or women who are pregnant, of actually causing any abnormality to the fetus, and certainly no evidence whatsoever that it causes any trouble with breastfeeding. Now, one of the other caveats here is that pregnant women do seem to have worse outcomes from the COVID infection itself as opposed to non-pregnant women. So again, is another reason why you should be considering getting vaccinated as soon as you can. Yeah, look, our studies were done in ferrets, which is a good model for analysing coronaviruses, and so you know, much to the sadness for all the ferrets, of course, they didn't survive our experiments because that's what we do with our high containment facility. But we analysed where the virus went. Now, the virus actually went into some interesting areas. Obviously, the lung. It also went into the heart. It also went into a particular part of the brain, the cerebellum, and it also went into the gonads. Now, what does this mean? Well, what's starting to appear is that the effects on the heart, we're seeing that people who've caught COVID, whether they got seriously ill or not, we're seeing in young people serious heart problems with having had contracted COVID, so another reason not to get it. We're definitely seeing people with long-term lung damage of people who've actually had the disease. That's not expected. And we're also seeing kidney damage in people who've had the disease. The other two things that are starting to appear is neurological problems. Now, one of the things with what we found in the cerebellum, with the cerebellum in the ferrets, is had it worried that there might be movement disorders. Now, some people may remember that the flu, the Spanish flu, actually caused a whole range of Parkinson's syndromes in people. And Oliver Sacks did Awakenings in the book, and that's what that's all about. And we're a bit concerned that, in fact, people who catch COVID may, in fact, actually end up with early onset of some of the cerebellar problems, which are movement disorders and balance problems and things like this. That's yet to be proven, but we are seeing some signs of neurological problems in people who have had COVID infection. The other thing that we've noticed is that because in males, of course, they're continually producing sperm over and over again, is that it appears to actually decrease the sperm count. Other viruses do this. Mumps classically does this. Measles can do this as well, and influenza can do this. As for women, there's no evidence at this stage that there's any problem or effect on the ovaries.